Of the day, numbers 1 to 3.
Ngā Wai o Maniapoto Waipa River Bill, first reading. Ngati Porou Claims Settlement Bill, first reading. Ngati Pahauwera Treaty Claims Settlement Bill, first reading.
The Honourable Tariana Turia. The Honourable Tariana Turia.
Mr. Speaker, I move Ngā Wai o Maniapoto Waipa River Bill.
Order. I do apologise. I believe it's the fact that the sound system is not on that's concerning the Honourable Minister's colleague. Let me just make sure the Minister's sound microphone is now activated. I believe it is now activated. The Honourable Tariana Turia.
Mr. Speaker, I move that that the Ngā Wai o Maniapoto Waipa River Bill, Ngati Porou Claims Settlement Bill and Ngati Pahauwera Treaty Claims Settlement Bill be now read a first time. Mai tūranga o te rā ki te tonga o te rā ki ngā iwi e toru. Me o rātou take treaty e tūnei ki mua te whare pāramata. Nō reira mai te waiapu ki mōhaka, whiti atu ki te awa o Waipa e ngā uri katoa o ēnei iwi. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. I intend to move at the appropriate time that these three bills be considered by the Māori Affairs Committee and that the committee report finally to the House. On or before the 30th of June 2011 on the Ngā Wai o Maniapoto Waipa River Bill and on or before the 30th of August 2011 on the Ngati Porou Claims Settlement Bill and the Ngati Pahauwera Treaty Claims Settlement Bill, and for all three bills that the committee have authority to meet at any time while the House is sitting, except during oral questions and during an evening on the day on which there has been a sitting of the House, and on a Friday in a week in which there has been a sitting of the House, and to meet outside the Wellington area during the sitting of the House, despite Standing Orders 187, 189A and 191B and C. Mr. Speaker, today is a significant day for these three iwi. It provides an important opportunity to build for the future and to move ahead. This bill represents a monumental milestone in their development. It is about mending a broken relationship, and critically, it is about agreeing to the signposts of a better future for all. The relationships that are at the core to the heart of Maniapoto, Ngati Porou and Ngati Pahauwera are given meaning in the agreements that have been set forth. They will enable the iwi to grow for their future descendants to be nurtured in their heritage and their history. And they provide a living, working partnership model for the benefit of their people, their rohe, and the Crown. I mihi to them all for the courage that they have shown in forging ahead a new era. The Ngā Wai o Maniapoto Waipa River Bill formalises the enduring relationship of Maniapoto with the Waipa River. It is a relationship that is based on profound respect and gives rise to responsibilities to protect te mana o te wai and to exercise kaitiakitanga in accordance with the long-established tikanga of Maniapoto. To Maniapoto, the Waipa is a taonga, a sacred river, where the tohi rituals were performed, where the umbilical rites were observed, and where the purification rituals were undertaken. Indeed, for Maniapoto, Waipa is the river who chants her farewell to the departed ones, the river whose murmuring waters bid welcome to the newborn and to visitors from afar. Today, under this bill, Maniapoto achieves co-management arrangements specific to the Waipa River and its catchment. The arrangements are extended to the headwaters of the Waipa River at Peke Spring in the Rangitoto Ranges. The overarching intent is to restore and maintain the quality and integrity of the waters that flow into and form part of the Waipa River for present and future generations, and the care and protection of the manatuku iho or waiwaia. Waiwaia refers to the essence and well-being of the Waipa River and Te Maniapoto Waiwaia is the personification of the waters of the Waipa River and its enduring spiritual guardian. The Ngā Wai o Maniapoto Waipa River Bill complements the Waikato River settlement with Waikato Tainui and the Waikato River co-management deeds with Ngati Tūware Toa, Raukawa and Te Arawa River iwi. Together they establish a single unified co-governance framework for both the Waipa River and the Waikato River. For these reasons, a shortened consideration of the bill is both feasible and desirable. The Ngati Porou Claim Settlement Bill. I now turn to the Ngati Porou Claim Settlement Bill as the second of the three bills being introduced into the House. Mr Speaker, the grievances of Ngati Porou are significant and long-standing. They emerge out of the Crown's failure to honour its treaty promise to respect Ngati Porou rangatiratanga over their own affairs, from Pōtikirua in the north to the mouth of the Tūranganui River in the south. The Crown imposed land tenure reform on Ngati Porou, which deprived iwi members of collective control over their land and made it difficult to utilise their lands for economic development. This has helped to make the East Coast one of the most socio-economically deprived regions of New Zealand, a legacy which endures to this day. While it is not possible to fully compensate Ngati Porou, nor indeed any claimant group, for the loss their people have suffered, the cultural redress in this bill seeks to recognise Ngati Porou's long-standing cultural and spiritual association in this region. It is both innovative and strategic. The vesting of sites of cultural and historical significance, a strategic partnership over specific public conservation lands within the Rohe, a financial settlement of $110 million, a commitment by the Crown and Ngati Porou to develop a relationship accord, and much more. The Ngati Pahauwera Treaty Claims Settlement Bill. Finally, I speak to the third bill introduced into the House today, the Ngati Pahauwera Treaty Claims Settlement Bill. Ngati Pahauwera is a confederation of hapu with historical interests in the northern Hawke's Bay. The claims of Ngati Pahauwera include the failure of the Crown to make sure that Ngati Pahauwera had sufficient lands for its future needs during the process of land alienation that began in the 1850s. By the mid-20th century, Ngati Pahauwera was virtually landless, and ever since they have suffered economic, social and cultural impoverishment. During the New Zealand Wars, the Crown provided only minimal assistance to help Ngati Pahauwera recover from a brutal attack on their pa and kainga, even though the area had been left virtually defenceless because Ngati Pahauwera warriors were away with the Crown's forces. The redress provided to Ngati Pahauwera can never compensate them for what has been lost. It is vital that the agreement reached with them, which is embodied in this bill, will enhance the relationship between the Crown and Ngati Pahauwera into the future. The bill includes provisions that include cultural redress to be provided for, including the vesting of Te Heru o Tūreia and 14 other cultural redress properties, the transfer of 5 former Wairoa District Council properties to Ngati Pahauwera, and licensed land within the Mohaka Forest are but a portion of the significant advances made today in their settlement. Mr Speaker, this bill signifies the closing of one door and the opening of another, leaving the door slightly ajar so that we may always remember the history that has brought us to this point. I celebrate the iwi who have done so much to create a new partnership arrangement, who have invested in the potential and the challenge of leading themselves forward into the future that is well within their reach. Mr Speaker, I consider that the Ngā Wai o Maniapoto Waipa River Bill, Ngati Porou Claim Settlement Bill and Ngati Pahauwera Treaty Claim Settlement Bill should therefore proceed without delay to the Māori Affairs Committee, and I commend this bill to the House.
The question is that the motion be agreed.